Welcome, everyone. Today, our topic is how to stop overthinking. Overthinking is when the mind does not stop talking. You think about the past. You worry about the future. You repeat the same thoughts again and again. Overthinking steals your peace. It steals your energy. It steals your focus. Many people think overthinking means they are intelligent. But overthinking is not thinking. It is mental noise. It does not solve problems. It creates stress. A calm mind makes better decisions. A quiet mind lives better. In this video, we will learn simple and practical ways to slow down the mind, control negative thoughts, and bring peace back into daily life. If you feel tired without doing much, if your mind never rests, this lesson is for you. You do not need to control everything. You need to control your attention. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Understand why you overthink. Before you stop overthinking, you must understand why you overthink. You cannot fix a problem you do not understand. Overthinking is not a weakness. It is a habit of the mind, and every habit can be changed. What is overthinking? Overthinking means thinking too much. Repeating the same thoughts. Imagining worst-case situations. Living in the past or future. Overthinking does not bring solutions. It brings stress. The mind keeps running even when there is no danger. Overthinking comes from fear. Most overthinking starts with fear. Fear of making mistakes, failing, being judged, losing control. Future problems. The mind thinks, if I think more, I can stay safe. But too much thinking creates more fear, not safety. Overthinking is your mind trying to protect you. This is important to understand. Your mind is not your enemy. Overthinking is the mind saying, I want to protect you. But the mind does not know when to stop. So it keeps repeating thoughts. Understanding this removes guilt. You are not broken. Your mind is just overactive. Thinking versus overthinking. Thinking. Looks for solutions. Takes action. Stops when work is done. Overthinking. Repeats the problem. Creates imaginary fears. Never stops. Strong people know when to stop thinking. Overthinking drains energy. Overthinking makes you tired without doing any work. You feel mentally exhausted, confused, anxious, stuck. This happens because the mind is working without rest. A tired mind cannot be peaceful. Overthinking does not mean you care more. Many people believe, I overthink because I care. Caring is healthy. Overthinking is not. Caring leads to action. Overthinking leads to stress. Strong people care, but they do not torture their mind. You cannot think your way into peace. Peace does not come from more thinking. Peace comes from awareness, action, letting go. Trying to think your way out of overthinking only creates more thinking. Simple real-life example. Person A thinks, what if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I'm wrong? He does nothing. Person B thinks, I will try and learn. He acts, same fear, different response. Awareness is the first step. The moment you notice, I am overthinking, you create distance from it. You are not the thought. You are the observer of the thought. This awareness is power. How to practice this lesson daily. Every time you overthink, pause. Say, this is overthinking. Take one deep breath. Do not fight the thought. Just notice it. Awareness weakens overthinking. You overthink because your mind is trying to protect you. But protection has turned into pressure. The solution is not fighting the mind. The solution is understanding it. Once you understand overthinking, you can start letting it go. Lesson 2. Bring your mind back to the present moment. Overthinking lives in two places, the past and the future. Peace lives only in one place, the present moment. If you want to stop overthinking, you must learn how to return your mind to what is happening right now. Why the present moment is powerful when you are fully present. There is no regret. There is no fear. There is no imagination. You are simply here. The present moment is calm by nature. Overthinking disappears here. Overthinking is mental time travel. Your body is here, but your mind is somewhere else. It travels to past mistakes, to future worries, to imaginary problems. This creates stress. The mind forgets that nothing is wrong right now. You do not need to stop thoughts. This is very important. Trying to stop thoughts creates more thoughts. Instead of stopping thoughts, shift your attention. Attention is a remote control for the mind. Use your senses to return to now. Your senses live in the present. When overthinking starts, look at something near you. Listen to sounds around you. Feel your breath. Feel your feet on the ground. This pulls the mind back. Simple awareness breaks mental loops. Breathing is the fastest anchor. Your breath is always with you. When the mind runs, slow down your breathing. Breathe deeply. Focus on the inhale and exhale. Breathing calms the nervous system. Calm body equals calm mind. Do one thing at a time. Multitasking increases overthinking. Strong minds focus on one thing. When you eat, eat. When you walk, walk. When you work, work. Single tasking trains presence. Present action breaks overthinking. Action brings the mind to now. Overthinking is inactive thinking. When you move your body, your mind follows. Small actions are enough. Clean something. Stretch. Write one sentence. Movement creates clarity. Simple real-life example. Person A sits and thinks all day. Stress increases. Person B notices thoughts and focuses on breathing and action. Mind calms. Same problem, different presence. Practice present moment daily, every day. Take short pauses. Notice your breath. Observe your surroundings. Presence is a skill. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Do not wait for silence. Your mind may not become silent immediately. That is okay. Peace is not no thoughts. Peace is not being controlled by thoughts. You cannot control the past. You cannot predict the future. But you can live now. And when you live now, overthinking loses its power. Lesson 3. Take action instead of overthinking. Overthinking grows when there is no action. Action breaks the cycle. You do not need big action. You need small movement. Why overthinking stops action? Overthinking creates fear. Fear says, what if I fail? What if I choose wrong? What if it is not perfect? So the mind delays action. But delay increases stress. Action reduces fear. Action gives the mind direction. The mind loves clarity. When you act, the mind stops spinning. Focus increases. Confidence grows. Action gives the mind a job. A busy mind needs a task, not more thinking. You do not need to be ready. Many people wait to feel ready. This is a trap. Readiness comes after action, not before. Strong people act while feeling unsure. Confidence follows action. Start with the smallest step. Big steps feel scary. Small steps feel safe. For example, write one sentence. Make one call. Clean one thing. Take one decision. Small action creates momentum. Momentum kills overthinking. Progress is better than perfection. Perfectionism feeds overthinking. Strong people aim for progress. They know. Imperfect action teaches. Perfect thinking delays. You learn more by doing than by thinking. Action builds self-trust. Every time you act, you trust yourself more. Fear reduces. Mind relaxes. Self-trust is the opposite of overthinking. When you trust yourself, you do not need endless thinking. Do not think. Do the next right thing. When stuck, ask, what is the next small right action? Not, what is the perfect plan? Next action is enough. Simple real-life example. Person A thinks all day, no result. Stress increases. Person B takes small actions, learns, improves. Same problem, different movement. Practice action daily, every day. Do one thing you are delaying. Start before thinking too much. Stop planning, start doing. Action becomes a habit. Overthinking cannot survive action. Overthinking needs stillness and fear. Action removes both. Even slow action works. Do not wait for clarity. Create clarity through action. Move your body. Move your life. When you act, overthinking loses control. Lesson 4. Set time limits for thinking. One big reason people overthink is because they think without limits. The mind is allowed to run all day, all night, without any stop. Strong minds do something different. They limit their thinking time. Why unlimited thinking is dangerous. Thinking itself is not bad. The problem is endless thinking. When thinking has no limit, thoughts repeat. Worries grow. Fear increases. Sleep is disturbed. The mind gets tired, but it does not rest. This creates mental exhaustion. Thinking needs a boundary. Just like work has working hours, thinking also needs a boundary. Strong people decide, I will think about this problem for a fixed time. After that, they stop. This protects mental energy. Set a thinking time. Choose a short time every day. For example, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. During this time, think about your problem. Write solutions. Decide one action. After time ends, thinking stops, no extension. Write instead of thinking in circles. Writing is powerful. When you write, thoughts slow down. Mind becomes clear. Problems feel smaller. Overthinking stays in the head. Clarity comes on paper. Write, what is the problem? What can I control? What is one small action? Then stop. Most thoughts do not need answers. This is very important. Many thoughts are useless. What if? Why me? What will people think? These thoughts have no solution. Strong people do not chase every thought. They choose which thoughts deserve time. Worry has no end. Action. As if you keep thinking, worry continues. If you decide and act, worry reduces. Time-limited thinking forces decisions. Decisions bring peace. Stop thinking after a decision. Once you decide, do not replay the decision. Do not imagine all outcomes. Do not doubt repeatedly. Trust your choice. Repeated thinking after decision is mental self-harm. Nighttime overthinking needs strict limits. Many people overthink at night. Before sleep, write worries on paper. Tell your mind, I will think tomorrow. Focus on breathing. Night is for rest, not problem solving. A rested mind thinks better tomorrow. Simple real-life example. Person A thinks all day and night, feels tired and anxious. Person B limits thinking to 15 minutes. Acts, mind feels lighter. Same problems, different control. How to practice this lesson daily. Every day. Fix a thinking time. Write thoughts. Decide one action. Stop thinking after time ends. Practice makes control easier. Overthinking loses power with limits. The mind behaves like a child. If you give it unlimited freedom, it creates chaos. If you give it structure, it becomes calm. Limits create peace. You do not need to think less. You need to think wisely. Set limits. Make decisions. Move forward. When thinking has a boundary, overthinking slowly disappears. Lesson 5. Let go of what you cannot control. Overthinking becomes powerful when you try to control things that are not in your control. Peace begins when you learn to let go. Why overthinking is about control. Most overthinking sounds like this. What will happen tomorrow? What will people think? What if something goes wrong? Why did this happen to me? All these thoughts have one thing in common. They are about control. The mind wants certainty. But life does not give certainty. So the mind keeps thinking. You cannot control everything. This is a hard truth, but a peaceful one. You cannot control other people's thoughts, other people's actions, the past, the future, unexpected events. Trying to control these things creates tension. Acceptance releases tension. Control what is in your hand. Strong people focus only on their actions, their effort, their attitude, their response. This is enough. When you control what you can, you feel powerful. When you try to control everything, you feel helpless. Overthinking comes from what if. What if thoughts never end? What if I fail? What if they judge me? What if it goes wrong? These thoughts have no finish line. Strong people replace what if with what now. Action lives in the present. Fear lives in imagination. Acceptance is not giving up. Many people misunderstand acceptance. Acceptance does not mean you stop trying. You become weak. You accept bad things forever. Acceptance means this is the reality right now. From reality, you can take the next step. Denial keeps you stuck. Acceptance helps you move forward. Letting go frees mental energy. Every thought needs energy. When you think about things you cannot change, things you cannot control, you waste energy. When you let go, that energy returns to you. This energy can be used for growth, learning, action, peace. Practice the circle of control. Ask yourself, is this in my control? If yes, act. If no, release. For example, you cannot control results, but you can control effort. You cannot control opinions, but you can control behavior. This question stops overthinking quickly. Stop replaying the past. The past cannot be changed. Replaying past mistakes does not improve the future. Strong people learn once and move on. Learning is useful. Regret is not. Simple real-life example. Person A worries about everything, feels anxious and tired. Person B focuses only on actions, feels calm and clear. Same life, different control. How to practice letting go daily. Every day. Notice uncontrollable thoughts. Say, this is not in my control. Shift focus to action. Breathe and release. Letting go is a skill. It improves with practice. Peace comes from trust. Trust does not mean everything will be perfect. Trust means, I will handle whatever comes. When you trust yourself, overthinking reduces. Self-trust is the strongest calm. You do not need to control life to feel peaceful. You need to control your response. Let go of what is not in your hands. Focus on what is. That is how overthinking loses power. Lesson 6. Build a calm daily routine. Overthinking is not only a mental problem, it is also a lifestyle problem. When your day has no structure, the mind creates chaos. A calm routine creates a calm mind. Why a routine reduces overthinking. The mind overthinks more when days feel random. There is no fixed schedule. Sleep is irregular. Life feels uncontrolled. The mind needs predictability. Routine gives safety to the brain. When the brain feels safe, it stops creating unnecessary thoughts. Chaos in life creates chaos in the mind. If your day looks like this, wake up at different times. Scroll phone immediately. No clear plan. Sleep late. Your mind never relaxes. Strong people do not wait for the mind to calm down. They create calm through routine. Morning routine sets the tone. The first hour of your day matters. If you start the day with phone, news, messages, stress, your mind becomes noisy. Instead, start slowly. Simple morning habits. Wake up at the same time. Drink water. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Take deep breaths. A calm morning reduces overthinking all day. Routine does not mean a strict life. Routine is not punishment. Routine is support. You do not need a perfect schedule. You only need fixed wake-up time, fixed sleep time, fixed work or study time. Even a simple routine helps. Daily physical movement is important. Overthinking lives in the head. Movement brings energy back to the body. You do not need heavy exercise. Simple movement is enough. Walking, stretching, light exercise. Movement releases mental pressure. A tired body sleeps better. A relaxed body thinks less. Create a daily quiet time. Every day, give your mind rest. Quiet time means no phone, no talking, no thinking deeply. Just sit, breathe, or observe. Even 10 minutes daily reduces mental noise. Silence heals the mind. Eat, sleep, and rest properly. Poor sleep increases overthinking. When the body is tired, the mind becomes weak. Strong minds protect. Sleep. Rest. Basic health. You cannot think clearly with an exhausted body. Routine builds self-trust. When you follow a routine, you trust yourself more. Your mind feels controlled. Anxiety reduces. Self-trust is the opposite of overthinking. Simple real-life example. Person A lives randomly, overthinks daily. Person B follows a simple routine. Mind feels calmer, same problems, different structure. How to build a calm routine slowly. Start small. Fix sleep time. Fix wake-up time. Add 10 minutes of quiet time. Add daily movement. Do not change everything at once. Small changes last longer. Routine is a safe place for the mind. When life feels uncertain, routine becomes your anchor. The mind relaxes when it knows. Things are under control. Control reduces overthinking. You cannot think your way out of overthinking. You must live your way out of it. A calm routine creates a calm mind. Lesson 7. Stop seeking constant reassurance. Overthinking grows when you keep looking outside for answers and comfort. You ask people again and again, "Do you think this is right? What should I do? Will everything be okay?" This habit keeps the mind weak. Peace comes when you learn to trust yourself. What is reassurance seeking? Reassurance seeking means asking the same question repeatedly, wanting others to confirm your decisions, needing constant approval, feeling calm only when someone says yes. This may feel helpful, but it increases overthinking. Why reassurance makes overthinking worse? Reassurance gives temporary relief. For a short time, you feel calm, but soon, the doubt returns. Then you ask again. This creates a cycle. Doubt, ask, relief. Doubt again. The mind never learns to relax. You train your mind to doubt itself. Every time you seek reassurance, you tell your mind, "I cannot handle this alone." Slowly, the mind loses confidence. Strong minds are built by making decisions and standing by them. Not every decision needs confirmation. Many daily decisions are small. What to wear, what to study, what to say, when to rest. Overthinking turns small decisions into big problems. Strong people decide quickly on small things and save thinking for big matters. Trust is a skill, not a feeling. You do not wait to feel confident to trust yourself. You trust yourself to become confident. Trust grows from action. The more decisions you make alone, the stronger your mind becomes. Reassurance does not remove uncertainty. Life will always have uncertainty. No one can guarantee results, outcomes, future events. Strong people accept uncertainty. They say, I will handle whatever happens. This mindset reduces overthinking. Ask for guidance, not validation. This is an important difference. Guidance helps you learn, respects your decision. Validation controls your decision, weakens confidence. Ask less, decide more. Learn to sit with discomfort. When you stop asking for reassurance, you may feel uncomfortable at first. This discomfort is growth. Do not escape it. Sit with it. Discomfort passes, confidence stays. Simple real-life example. Person A asks everyone, mind stays anxious. Person B decides and acts. Mind becomes calmer. Same situation, different trust. How to practice this lesson daily. Every day. Notice when you want reassurance. Pause. Decide by yourself. Accept uncertainty. This builds inner strength. Overthinking reduces when self-trust increases. The mind overthinks when it does not trust you. When trust grows, the mind relaxes. Peace is built from inside. You do not need answers for everything. You need confidence in yourself. Stop asking the world to calm your mind. Start trusting your own decisions. Overthinking fades when self-trust rises. Lesson 8. Accept imperfection and let things be. Overthinking comes from one deep desire. Everything must be perfect. Perfect decision. Perfect result. Perfect future. But life is not perfect, and peace does not need perfection. Peace comes from acceptance. Why perfection creates overthinking? Perfection says, do it without mistake. Choose the best option. Do not fail. This pressure is heavy. The mind keeps thinking because it is afraid of being wrong. Strong people understand one truth. You do not need perfect choices. You need workable choices. Life will always be incomplete. There will always be unfinished tasks, unclear answers, open questions. Waiting for everything to be perfect means waiting forever. Strong minds move forward even with uncertainty. Accepting imperfection is not weakness. Acceptance is not giving up. Acceptance means this is good enough for now. From this place, you can act calmly. Resistance creates tension. Acceptance creates flow. Let things be as they are. Many thoughts try to change reality. This should not have happened. I should have done better. These thoughts keep the mind stuck. Strong people say, this happened. I will handle it. Letting things be does not stop growth. It stops mental fighting. Stop replaying moments. Overthinking replays the past. But the past cannot hear your thoughts. Learning once is enough. Strong people learn. Forgive themselves. Move on. Moving on is a skill. Imperfect action is better than perfect thinking. Waiting for perfect clarity keeps you stuck. Taking action creates clarity. Strong people choose movement over mental perfection. Calm comes when you stop controlling everything. You cannot control life, but you can choose. How you respond, how you breathe, how you act. Control your response. Release the rest. This is peace. Real-life example. Person A wants everything perfect, overthinks daily. Person B accepts imperfection, acts calmly, same life, different peace. Daily practice to accept imperfection. Every day. Allow small mistakes. Do not fix everything. Let thoughts pass. Trust the process. Perfection is not required. Peace is not the absence of thoughts. Peace is not silence in the mind. Peace is not reacting to every thought. letting thoughts pass, staying grounded. A calm mind allows thoughts without getting trapped. You do not stop overthinking by fighting the mind. You stop overthinking by understanding it, guiding it, and letting it rest. Overthinking fades when you stay present, take action, set limits, let go, trust yourself, accept imperfection. Peace is not something you find. Peace is something you allow. Let life be a little messy. Let thoughts come and go. Your mind will learn to relax. Overthinking does not mean you are weak. It means your mind is tired. Learn to pause. Learn to let go. Learn to trust yourself. If this video helped you feel calmer, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel for more simple and practical lessons to build a peaceful and focused mind. Remember, you do not need to control everything. You only need to control your response.